Muslims, towards the end of their times, they accepted Islam, and Meccans started to persecute them, give them lots and lots of troubles. So what they did, after the pledge of Aqaba, they started moving to Medina, one after another, and most of them were secretly moving, and the Meccans were noticing that people are leaving one by one secretly, and they got worried by this. And they wanted to make sure that Rasulullah ﷺ doesn't migrate like that. Because they don't want Islam to succeed, right? So what happened, they were so concerned about it that they said that, we should have a meeting. So they called all the tribal leaders of Mecca. So all the tribe, they came to this meeting, and all the delegates came and attended the meeting, and this was supposed to be the most serious meeting ever. They had so many meetings, but this was the meeting. And what happened was, it was so important that Iblis himself participated in this meeting. And when they started to have a conversation, basically their idea was that how we should stop Islam, how we should stop Prophet from migrating to Medina. So when they started discussing about this problem, Iblis came, and they stood at the door, and he said, I am an old man. I came from Najat, from far place, and I want to participate in this meeting, and I want to give you some suggestions. And so what happened, they accepted him. They said, okay, you can join in our meeting. And so they started to make some proposals in that meeting. What should we do with this Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So one of the person, he said that, what we should do, we should expel this prophet from Mecca, let him go wherever he wants, but he should not stay here. At least he will not cause more fitna in Mecca. He will not take away our relatives and convert them to Islam. So, but Iblis, he said, that's not a good idea, because if he goes out of Mecca, he will attract people from his Quran, from his words, and they will become very strong one by one, and they will later on attack us, and that's it. We will be defeated. So the second person, he said, what we should do? We should imprison this prophet. We should put him in jail until his life ends. Iblis, what did he say? He said, no, it's not a good idea, because his followers are now getting together. They will come back and release him somehow. So that's not a good idea. So another third person, he said that we should kill him. Iblis kind of kept quiet, because he kind of liked it, kill the prophet. But other people said, no, that's not a good idea, because what will happen if you kill the prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He belongs to which tribe? Banu Hashim, right? And they have strong tribal affiliations in those days. If you kill one person from the tribe, the whole tribe will come together, and it will be like a war, civil war. Whoever kills, they'll go to their tribe and have civil war with that tribe. So Abu Jahl was in the meeting, and we know that he is supposed to be very smart, very genius, right? But his name was Abul Hakam, father of wise people. So he said, what, I have a very good idea. What we should do, we should get together. We should, we are 11 tribes here. What we should do is, from every tribe we will select one strong young man, and all these 11 people will attack the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the same time. So what does that mean? That the 11 tribes together kill the Prophet, right? So even if Banu Hashim finds it out, what are they going to do? They are strong, of course, but they are not as strong to defeat 11 tribes. It's not just 1:1 tribe, 11 tribes. So they will not fight with us, and we can keep them quiet by giving the blood money. Whatever that 100 camels or whatever it was, we will give them, and we will get rid of the Prophet, and we will also be able to pull the money and give them. It's not a problem at all. So when Iblis heard it, he said, that's a very good idea. That's the right one. And everybody agreed to this plan, so they said, okay, we will execute this plan. In the meantime, Jibril alayhi salam came down and met Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he informed him about two things. First thing he said, that the Meccans are plotting to kill you. So that's the news you have. And another thing he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has now permitted you to make hijrah. So it's now all because till now he did not get permission. He wanted to go, but he was waiting for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give him permission. So that night, those 11 people came, and they did not enter the house. They were waiting for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The whole night they waited. They were waiting for probably Fajr time to come up, because they know that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam always, every day, he wakes up during Fajr time and he goes to Masjidul Haram and Kaaba, and he would offer his prayers there. That was his regular routine. So they waited the whole night, and they were peeping through a hole there, just to make sure that he's there or not. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, obviously he knew that their people are waiting outside. So what he did, in order to deceive them, he had Ali radiallahu anhu sleep on his bed, and told him to cover himself with a green garment. And he, obviously Ali radiallahu anhu was also kind of getting worried. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him that, don't worry, you will be under full security and under Allah's protection. They will not be able to harm you. And he told that when I go away, these are the amounts or trust that you have to return to the people. So what happened? It was time for him to leave. So he came out of the house, and what he did was that he took a handful of dust, and he blew at the people, and he also recited Quran. He recited Yasin. He recited the first 9 verses, Yasin wal Quran al Hakim innaka laminal mursalin, until the 9 verses. The miracle happened here that they were not able to see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He walked in front of them, not hiding, just regular, and they were not able to see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that's the miracle, that they didn't see. And also another miracle here you can extract, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam promised Ali that they will not be able to kill you. So when they actually entered, and they saw that nobody, he is not coming out, the Prophet is not coming out, they entered the house, and they took the spear and wanted to kill, but they first saw that somebody else was there, Ali was there. So that's why they beat him up or something like that, but they did not kill him. And as Prophet said that, I assure you that nothing is going to happen, that also is a miracle that they did not kill him.